Hey guys, John here. I'm going to do a quick demo of my shimmer settings. I've had a couple people ask about how to get a good shimmer setting without it sounding too brittle or too overwhelming or something like that. So I'm going to show you how I run the shimmer in my rig using the Bluesky and Stereo Wet reverb. And so here is my dry signal, and it's a Strat running through a Motu 8 pre into Garageband's Vox simulator. So here it is. Pretty basic. So obviously on the Bluesky I'm using the shimmer mode. The type is the plate reverb. The decay is pretty much pointing at the shimmer word. The mix is at 12 o'clock, low damp is at 12 o'clock, pre-delay is all the way off, and the high damp is about 11-ish, 10:30 maybe. And so here's what that sounds like. And so that sounds pretty good with the high damp rolled off a little bit. That brittleness is kind of taken away. It's not as sharp, but it'll still cut through the mix pretty well. And, with the mix about halfway, you get a good blend, but it's not overwhelming too when you start changing your chords around. But one thing I noticed from it is it's a little dry for me. And so what I like to do is put a reverb after that to kind of help out with the attack and to give the shimmer a little bit more space too. So I'm going to be using the Neunaber Stereo Wet for that, and that's what we're going to be used here. And here's what it sounds like. So you'll notice that it kind of filled out a little more with a reverb after that. So if you have another reverb and you have either one of these pedals, I'd definitely throw another reverb after it, particularly the Bluesky. Like I said, to me it sounds a little dry with the shimmer mode. And so, but that's okay. I think you can still get a really good sound out of it, even if you don't have another reverb after that. Or even if you're recording, put some reverb post in your recording or something like that. But I'm going to show you the Neunaber Stereo Wet shimmer mode and kind of see how it compares to the Bluesky. So here's the Bluesky one more time, just using my personal settings. And here's the Neunaber Wet with the shimmer mode firmware installed in the Stereo Wet. When the middle knob is all the way down, there's no shimmer at all. It's just a regular reverb. But then you can start blending the amount of shimmer that you want in the more you turn it up. So I'm going to start off at about 12 o'clock. So one thing you'll notice right away about the Stereo Wet is that it still sounds reverby. It has that reverb sound and the shimmer sound going at the same time, and so it kind of achieves what both of these pedals would do together. And so I'm going to turn up the shimmer a little bit more just so you can see how intense it can get. So that's the Neunaber Stereo Wet in its shimmer mode. It is still in beta testing, and so Brian from Neunaber is constantly updating these things and trying to make them better until I guess he gets it to where he's comfortable without calling it a beta. So hope this helped. Definitely check out these two pedals if you have an opportunity. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I really like them both, especially together. Even when you're not using things like shimmer and stuff. So these two, I think, pair together in an amazing way. So check them both out if you can. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. I'd love to help you out. Subscribe if you'd like. That would really help me out. And I hope you guys can benefit from this. And I'm going to stop talking now. Thanks for watching. Bye.